The turtle men need me. I'm gonna do the last part of the... God, I forgot their name. Yeah, I'm gonna do the last part for that, and then do the quest to get sworn. Become the sworn of the Namazu. And, you know, do some MSQ after that. Probably go up to unlocking the dungeon. Yep. Need to find what to do with this fat cat. Alrighty, let's do this. Go do.
Udrak, I was hoping you would visit. Things have not been quite the same since we lost Tsukumo, but I've taken his words to heart. My every waking moment has been devoted to seeking treasure for our vault. We've made great progress, but the others insist I take a break, if only for a short while. Rather than sit idle here in Tamamizu, I thought my time would be better spent visiting the people of Othard, who might contribute to the treasure vault. It will be a wonderful trip, made all the better by your company. If you would join me, come to Yangsha. I plan to start my visit. I plan to start my paying a visit to Gyokai.
Alrighty. Let's see. Story done. Story done. Story done. Story done. Half of it is done. I need to do as healer, which I'll probably do one of those two. And then I'm gonna do warrior first, and then Dark Knight. Is there anything I can do to get rid of here? Hard. Pretty sure I can do this.
It's been too long since I've come to Yangsha. Judging by the lack of birds overhead, he's no longer plagued by the curse of base.
My, what a surprise. I trust all has been well since your last visit, yes?
Quite well, thank you. Trade with you and the other Namazu has been a boon. I came today to offer my few thanks on behalf of the Blue Kojin.
No, it is I who will thanking you. Once more, I can enjoy sunny days and blue skies clear of birds and their unsavory gifts. Yes, life has never been better.
So the curse was lifted as Tsukumo Tsukumo predicted. A pity he could not come with us to hear the good news.
Tsukumo? Who is that? It sounds more like a favorable dish than a person.
Come now, Kyokai. Surely you remember the talking doll that accompanied me when we first met?
What a silly Kojin you are. If I would forget something so remarkable as that. This was no such thing present when I met the two of you, no?
What in the kami's name is going on? I suppose that's possible. It is not uncommon for one's memories to become hazy when thinking back on traumatic experiences. There is a foe there when a foe is truly formidable. And I cannot truly recall what happened when we exchanged blows. At any rate, I would be unkind to make him relive his meeting with the Red. We won't keep you any longer. Yorin, take care, and may the blessings of the kami be upon you.
Farewell, my friends. Next time I will visit, I will go to visit you in Kamimizu. Yes?
What say we visit Reunion next? Uchiken is likely a master of marksmanship by now.
Trying to reduce the money.
To Reunion.
It is good to see you both. Talk of your prowess is still hot on the lips of many merchants in Reunion. Your father must be proud. Pleased. There is no need to thank us. No, it is I who should be thanking you. If not for your generosity, we never would have had the means to rescue our dear Tsukumo from the Red Kojin. That was a bold to thank us, yes? Would that Tsukumo were here. He was quite adept at interpreting your expressions. But does that mean you don't remember Tsukumo, a talking doll no higher than my knee, in the likeness of a Kojin? First Kyokai and now these two. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but it cannot be good. Perhaps we should go to visit Shihomumi. Surely she, of all people, would remember Tsukumo. Thank you for your time, but we must leave. Blessings of the kami be on you. Shiogumi was the one who offered us Tsukumo as a gift. That she could forget him is unthinkable.
Good evening, Gudrak. Kabuto? To what do I owe this pleasure to this visit?
I realize this is sudden, but do you recognize the jewel on my helmet?
Of course, I was the one who said it for you.
Oh, thank the kami. Then you also remember Tsukumo, the doll from whence it came?
In the Karakuri puppet I gave you as a gift for rescuing me?
The very same.
Yes, I remember. It was so old and worn, I was honestly quite surprised you were so taken with it. The way you would cling to its arm and you named it Tsukumo. I thought it was quite troubling. Touching. Though I must say it was quite quite peculiar to see material produced from a doll. It usually comes from arms or armor after a great deal of work of use.
But you claim this is what brought Tsukumo to life.
What? I said no such thing. I know not whose spirit gave from the material, but I fear affixing it to your helm has clouded your memory.
No, Tsukumo was alive, I tell you. He was always there to say what I could not, and he helped me establish relations with a great many people.
Oh, no, Kabuto, I do not question this doll meant a great deal to you, but if it truly was about the walk or talk, I was not witness to it.
Have I gone mad, Gudrak? How can no one remember? Or anything we've accomplished? You suppose my brothers have forgotten it as well? No one has spoken of Tsukumo since the battle on the Isles of Zakai. But I'm beginning to suspect this is not save me grief. Sorry to trouble you, I only meant to come and give thanks for your puppet and your wonderful work on my helmet. Thank you, Shiho Umi.
I pray the kami gives you the answer you seek.
Let us return to Tamamisu. I will have words with the elder.
This must be something special, but the puppet to excite Kabuto so I can remember what.
What brings the two of you here? By all rights, you should be resting, Kabuto. A question has been weighing on my mind for some time now, and well, there you are.
There you are. I've assembled a divine circle as you asked. What is it that you wish to discuss?
Thank you all for coming. No one has spoken of him since he was lost to us, but I wish to speak to you all about Tsukumo. Tsukumo? Ah, do you mean the puppet you enshrined in the treasure vault? So you do remember. I was beginning to fear everyone has forgotten the founder of our fellowship. What are you saying, Kabuto? It was you who formed the divine circle. No, it was Tsukumo. Why can none of you remember? I don't think to ask, seeing as you accompany me on my travels, but about Othal, but now I fear I must. Tell me true, Gudrak, do you remember Sakumo?
Oh, this is hard. I don't want to be crazy.
Oh, what a relief, I thought I was losing my mind. Curious that only the two of you can recall Tsukumo and Mo and a mere doll. But perhaps this is not without reason. I believe the kami was meant to guide you on a journey of enlightenment. A journey only you are meant to remember. Yet it seems our friend Gudrak has possessed a rare gift, one that allows him to recall that which others cannot. Cannot mince words, Elder. You think this all a figment of my imagination, don't you? Not at all. In fact, I have similar experiences many years ago. At the time, I assumed you would believe me, so I had kept it to myself all this time. There are myriad kami in this world, each with their own will, their own purpose. In the end, it would seem this kami was meant not for the divine circle, but for you. I would be lying if I had said I wasn't jealous. Oh no, but I wouldn't give for much divine guidance. This is not the time for envy, Makura. But praise the kami saw fit to make Kabuto a fine leader, and the blue has gained allies because of it. Truth be told, I am scarcely believe how far I've come. Looking back, I can see how foolish I was to think protecting my brothers meant and having to push them away. Sakumo taught me the bonds we share are worth more than any treasure. Hence were the lesson you have learned, Kabuto. I sense the path before you leads to a great new things. Wherever the path may lead, we will walk it together. That's what Sakumo would have wanted. Our quest of the treasure begins anew for the blue. I am now blood sworn.
Let me buy the things I want to buy. Ritual prayer. Let us begin this other.
Attendees love our out activities. Just looking at that one over there who seems more loath to let go of his horse. But we cannot afford to rest our jaws just yet. You see, our dramatic demise or painful annihilation. Oh, I forget to call Yorin and Gyofun. One moment, please. I have summoned you all here for one reason, yes? I assume this has again to be more nonsense about dreams and prophecy. You might recall that I cautioned you against eating unidentified plants and matter. If it comes from the ground, it is food, yes, yes. Just because I am rendered violently ill, capacitated for a fortnight by those green mushrooms, does not mean... Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, yes, yes. I have continued to see our greatest grandsire in my dreams. Through these dreams of yours, adult mind is immaterial to my goal of enlightening one and all. I have identified an aspect which of our festivals lacking compared to those of our ancestors. That is fascinating. Shigetsu the Enlightened, yes. Though I cannot help but worry about that you are about to... Allow me to elaborate in detail. Culture is an ever-evolving beast, you see. The rationalization of culture is, in particular, result in unique cultural expression that outsiders struggle to comprehend. That is applied to ritual. Festival become true carnivals of the bizarre. Given that our ancestors' festival was known as the Unforgettable Fest. Spectacles, shall we not assume they have a fair radical elements in which case our event must needs include at least one uniquely memorable ritual if we are to carry out their legacy. This actually sounds interesting. I am most intrigued. But what happens in these rituals that people find so strange? I haven't the foggiest. Religious rituals are secretive by nature, my dear Gyoshin. Perhaps it was my fault. Yes, I neglected to remember Gyofan's unhelpfully miss. I suppose we will put this matter to rest for now. Call it a day. Hell. Now hold on a moment. Your lack of intelligent curiosity is no fault of me. The correct response would be to acknowledge our need and engage in further research. Occidentalism made a mention of a Charlian society devoted to the pursuit of knowledge. One of their members might be privy to the information we seek. One such as yourself must know Charlians of an intellectual persuasion. We require perhaps someone wizarded but arcane knowledge who is also an expert in rituals. Surely you know of a few fitting profile. Master Matoyo and Dravania, you say? Yes? Gee, sounds ideal. It is convenient that you foreigners know all each other. Yes. She sounds most convenient. Much more useful than Gyofan. I really hate to ask. Would you convey me to Master Matoyo in your bag?
Hello, ma'am. I'm gonna dump this thing on here. Floor.
Is this place? Please tell me this is the place. Hello, hello. Are you Master Motoya? I am really relieved to see you are so moist, so slimy. From Gudrak's description, you sound mostly dry and intimidating. Eager to meet. Off a wrong foot, are we? Oh no! The scary lady is Master Motoya. I'm so sorry. Most apologetic. I was confused. Oh, seeing as your pumbling companion has already disputed my route, disturbed my routine, I suppose I'll hear you out. I presume you've a reason to coming here, other than annoying me. Oh, the world is hardly a short on carnivals of the bazaar. Competitive cheese rolling, fermented fertility rituals where the bride gets swagged with a stick. I tell you, if someone tried that with me, they'd be an eye. Whatever nonsense you imagine, someone gets up to it. But if you seek to avert a catastrophic fate, I trust you'll want to do better than some half-baked tradition. For a truly memorable spectacle, you'll want to revive a ceremony so terrible, so horrific that the few would dare to see whispered of it. One so steeped in the evil that men swear never again to perform it. Ooh, evil, darkness. Tell me more, tell me more. If you shirk out from this horror, I assume you are prepared to not only sully your hands, but your very soul. Yes, I will see the Namazu, even if I would endeavor to never-ending ceremony, even if I must work my fin to the bone. Color me impressed, confused but impressed. I will prepare a simple manuscript on forbidden rituals for you. You stay put. Have some tea. Do whatever is it you Namazu do. Here you go. Over 300 pages, but it should serve. Thank you, Hick. Thank you. Alright. Tea makes Namazu tipsy. Lucky you. It's a miracle they've survived this long. Well, back in the sack with him.
Dump.
Fresh air. Last. At last. Uh, you might want to wash that. It smells like vomit in there.
I'm just gonna throw away the bag.
We should focus on the tome Matoya so kindly most generously gave us. A manuscript penned by the Sharlayan and Sharlayan scholar herself. I would peruse it without delay. Yes, it's most illuminating. So full of information and fascinating rituals that I can hardly decide what we should attempt. Relinquish that this instant. I must read it. Just a moment, please. This one is just so... Oh, but this one is so... Give it here. I say now. Oh, wait.
And into the fire it goes.
Fascinating.
Ah, deep fried catfish.
Are you alright? Yes, that can be only one. No other. The Wicker Man is the perfect choice. We must incinerate his life. My life sacrifice inside a massive effigy. It is the only way to avert total Namazu annihilation. Yes. I dare say he ought to be stopped, but it may be unwise to anger him just now.
Do-do-do-do.
I cannot say I expected us to go for life sacrifice routine. No. To work, we require a large Namazu effigy. You must help me build it. You will not defy me. No. You will find material to create a metal clamp in the crate. I expect you to bring me the finest you have ever made. Yes. Yorin will be the one collecting the components. All 107 of them. So speak to her when you are ready.
Frogman? Oh, I gotta level up my LFL to get my frog cosplay on. No, frog from Chrono Trigger. Effigy components.
Yoshin seems a bit odd, though I suppose he is always odd. Ah, the final component. Thank you. Thank you. Now let us see what comes of this.
He's gonna try to burn the other one alive.
Wow, it is like looking into a stream. A reflection and staring back at me. Most imposing, quite impressive. Kyoshin, what are you forgetting something yet again? A life sacrifice, you imbecile! Oh, thank you for so much for volunteering. I most certainly am not volunteering, should it not be the artist who sees his work through and to the end. Well, I'm quite sure indeed, confident that Gudrak provided the most important parts. Oh, for the big one's sake. It needs not be in such a hurry to set each other aflame. According to Master Motoya's manuscript, the cloth doll is a perfectly acceptable substitute for the sacrifice. Yes? I set my fin to sew. I fit my to sew a few more times ago, and I followed the instructions to the letter, so they should be more than sufficient. Rin, you're a lifesaver. Let us get to this fire started. "7 years, the Namazu are fated to fall deeply in debt and be doomed to work ceaselessly as slaves for a sinister soy sauce moko, Kagayama. Many would have died. However, the overside's Namazu FG will, over the course of 7 years, come to be known far and wide as a bizarre unusually bizarre spectacle and generate significant revenue for tourism. Unbeknownst to all the Namazu, they spared a grievous tragedy that could have consumed, and their fate continued to be changed for the better. I dare say it is impossible to discern the meaning or purpose behind this peculiar ritual. Indeed, it is not no less than the epitome of enlightenment. Epitome.
Go Namazu, go Namazu, go Namazu, go. I don't know what your promo is.
The big one, probably.
You are now sworn.
Alrighty. Just turn these two things and then I'm gonna teleport to Girabanya. Oh, there's more. I'll do this later off stream. One cup. Let's do alchemy after this. Right. Now that I promised myself that I'll do MSQ, I'm gonna do MSQ.
As what? A samurai.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that samurai. Getting late. I'm gonna do one or two of the main quest and then MSQ. And then I'm going to call it quits. Arnold, you've been sitting here for a few days. Let's do this.
Right then. Let's go and find Master Olivier. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetherite and we'll be shortly along. See you there.
Where are you, these boys? Is this voiced? I'm hoping this is voiced. It feels voiced. Nope.
Greetings, Gudrak. Could seem we are to accompany our involved on some manner of escapee.
Escapade?
Have you any idea what we're gotten ourselves into? Allow me to explain. It'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now that the event I will speak of occurred between the occupation back when Alamigo was still a monarchy, and Theodoric sat on the throne. A uniquely brutal despot, by all accounts. That he was. The King of Ruin suffered no rivals. Real or imaginary, and his dispute with the monks of the Fist ended with Raugar's reach being burnt to the ground. In the latter years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces are conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered the very soul with a claim to the throne to be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor sod, odds he put to death, became the property of the king, and in the it was said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove.
Now I believe I see the direction our adventure is taking. I assume you have in mind to unearth this hidden bounty?
You assume correctly.
And would I also be correct in assuming that this adventure is widely known? Others may surely have gone in search for your prize, attempted as it seems.
Well, of course, we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned to the palace upside down in hopes of claiming it a easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dawn till dusk, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away so as quickly as it came. The legend of the Lad King Strove remains simply that, a legend.
But I see you have no intent of letting the story end there.
What self-respecting adventurer would?
Imagine the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought hadn't set your mind. Tell me that thought didn't set your heart to race. Didn't do this as a monk. Hey, I got rally. Or box. I'm moving my fist like an idiot. If everyone can find the treasure, it's us. But even if we don't, the adventures would be rewarding enough, I reckon. The news of Toma and Alamigan's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corners of the empire. I remember the imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion, which means the Garleans may surely have their hands full, but better time than now to indulge in such diversion. Tell us, Arnvold. Have we any clues on to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fare, nosing around the palace isn't like to get us anywhere. So we'll probably need to ask around. Could that be a round way of saying no? Well, yes. I see. In that case, I will pay a visit to the Allied Archivist and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about each thing, as if they uncover the trove of during their occupation. The event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you who can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in the other Rexnay, given that they would have been at least 20 at the time, you will be looking for people who has seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Arnvold, pray try your luck the Frings and the Peaks.
whilst Gudrak made rounds in the Alamigan quarter. And there I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course, but let's be about it. We can meet afterwards at Galabred's gates. I think I'm gonna stop after this quest. Because it's one and I'm getting tired.
In the palace? No, not to me, lad. Surely you've heard the story of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions up on the divine audience. Anyone and I mean anyone suspected of conspiring against the crown, flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say, I stayed as far away from the palace as possible.
Said I'm gonna do this as a monk.
You want to hear an old maid's story, do you? Aye. Well met for what I know of the Mad King's common knowledge. We'd only see his royal majesty when he deigned to attend the execution he ordered. And after a while, even watching his enemies dying wasn't enough to coax him out of fighting. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Basically, whoever worked there died. So no one smart enough or alive enough worked there.
Eee. Ah, scheiße. Change back into map. Alrighty.
Back to the monk. I served at the palace at the pleasure of King Theodoric, and lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I sooner forgot. Yet, Holly and I went when he and hear burgling screams, blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which of course we were under orders to ignore. So, stand still as statues, not to imagine the horrors were unfolding in. If you're hellbent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the streets here to ask old Erdno, the king's head scribe.
That's weird. Yes, I was. I am Arnold. What do you want with me? You would have me surge up some decisively unsavory memories. Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take you know of the other paranoia and public execution of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough. But in his last days, the king fevered mind settled upon an even gruelier method of disposal, which only chosen were unfortunate enough to witness. Majesty ordered the court thaumaturges to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family. A magic would transform them into beings of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the shadows below the palace. Even now my sleep is troubled by nightmares if others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness. Then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarch ended with him. Monarchy. I'll go one more. I think I can unlock the dungeon and I'll do that tomorrow.
After completing
Something else. An excellent timing as well. You have but this moment returned at our intelligence gathering efforts. I'm actually getting tired, so I think that's not cool. Since we all are here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin. As promised, I scoured the imperial records of my mentions of Fantastic's treasure, and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that the corrupt officials deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely. And so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or the Imperial somehow overlooked it. What of you, Gudrak? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by the dark beneath the castle, I wonder? I met an old man in Alagiri who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he's said aught of cursed abominations. The palace archives were so silent on the subject of inside the palace grounds. Could this scribe fellow have been spinning him a yarn? Do you believe him, Drek? If he was afraid, then there leads credence to the tale, though I am not sure how that helps us in our search. Do not be so hasty, Arnold. Arnold's antiquated me may well have told us where the trove is hid, but ere I share my theory, there is a matter that I would clarify. Arnold, you speak of light-hearted adventures, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear it. But you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my elderly mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was a emerging third eye, like the kind you see in purebred Garleans. My mom did not care for the tenuous reminder of my heritage and took up a knife. Or paint serves to cover the scar. In the end, she turned me out onto the street and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed was that I survived, but I hated the animal I became. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then I turned to adventuring, and the road led me to the company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well the poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folks for the measly crumb of bread. With the Otheric's gold, I would spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arnvald. And I apologize, that couldn't have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Gudrick, are you content on surrendering the treasure to Arnvald's noble cause and claiming the thrill of adventure as your reward? Then I shall be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's treasure trove, if you are mine to hear. Actually, maybe it would be best if we first adjourn to a more suitable location. In case a rival treasure hunter overhears our plan, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of the block shell. I could probably go on for a little longer and unlock the dungeon, but probably not going to do the dungeon tomorrow. I am going to stream tomorrow, or later today. And I'm most likely going to finish the Red Mage storyline. And then I think I'm gonna start either Evilise or Omega, depending on how I feel. Thank you for watching, and if you're watching the VOD, please, thank you for watching the VOD, and if you can, please come to the live stream. I usually start between 10 and 7. And I usually go for 2 to 4 hours, depending on how I feel. I'll go even longer if more people are around, but for now, this is as long as I'm gonna stay. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you, and goodbye.